toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Coastal Carolina's offense will get first crack at it here. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass him.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught in the backfield, it's man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Turning it on! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Chanticleers come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
A really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, they'll break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Lane. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still an identity murder.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's a heat. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Can't hang on, he muffs it. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Humphreys.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Off the play fake on first down. Buying some time. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Coastal Carolina, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Not.
Touchdown, Coastal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He's out past the 35. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Razorbacks are on the move.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good.
28, Coastal Carolina, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Chanticleers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Special teams proving to be special.
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you can tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
Arkansas, 35, Coastal Carolina, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. It's the old rule. If you can see the name on the back of his jersey, don't hit him. The block in the back cost him a good punt return. It's a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry up. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Ellington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. Open space at the 25. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Coastal Carolina, 7.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off play action. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Chanticleers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Humphries. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Come on, D. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the single back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fine play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Chanticleers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has a
slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorback! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. to the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Humphries. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control with this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
The corners are walked up tight. He's going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires one high and deep. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Working well behind the sticks on second down. DB's right up on the receiver. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The play-action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield, and the returner is stopped. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not...
Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Finding open areas. Got the first down. Turning it on. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's